Ladies and gentlemen, the American German Bulldog Nation, welcome to Sports Without Boundaries. Well, I was so upset in the middle of the last night's game that I did a Facebook Live about it. The pass interference call. And finally, we did have the announcer, the color commentator, Kurt Herbstreit, say, phantom call. On that last drive, beginning of that, and it changes the whole game. It changes the whole game where they want to put Burrow back in, whatever the situation is. But they called a pass interference on Turner when Turner did not touch him. Now, I got to ask you this question. How does a referee throw that flag? And why does the referee throw that flag? Why? And I'm telling you, you've got to be some kind of a dumbass not to think that referees, officials, top to bottom, umpires, sideline judges, you name them, are not betting or have their friends betting on games. If Jamie Spinley right here, I was an official. Josh Wentz, Sabrina, Jamie, they could be betting on games that I'm officiating. No one would ever freaking know. And I'm telling them what to do because I'm going to make one call that changes that point spread. It's unbelievable. I supported sports betting because people were betting on it anyway. So it was like, well, all for one. But it doesn't mean that I support sports betting. I don't bet on sports. And it's going to make it all even worse. And then what if you're a gambler, like Josh said a minute ago, what if you're a gambler and a team holds a player out? Player's hurt, whatever. The NFL, there's rumors going around, and I think it's a good reason, that it's scripted almost. Now, not scripted like per play, but they script who they want. I guarantee you the NFL prefers the Browns, the Steelers, and the Ravens. Now you say, well, what about the prior years? Well, they were so good, it didn't make any difference. So it's just sickening what's going on. And, of course, Burrow, they said he has a sprained wrist. Hopefully that sprained wrist will heal up. One good thing by playing Thursday, they have 3 extra days before their next game. They're not out of it, though. Remember, last year they went on a tear. The Bengals can win every one of their games if they're healthy. They get healthy, they can win every single game. They win every single game, they'll make the playoffs. All right, Harbaugh and Michigan's accepted the penalty. Now, here's why they did it, folks. They did it because Big Ten says no more investigation. In other words, they wanted to conclude it. And they're betting that, hey, let's get to the Ohio State game, hopefully win Ohio State game, and then they're in the national playoffs and Harbaugh's back on the sideline. The Major League Baseball owners approved the Oakland A's going to Vegas. It's really sad if you're an Oakland fan. Really sad. You've lost your football team. Now you're about ready to lose your baseball team. Charlie Woods, 15 years old, won the Florida State Golf Championship. High school championship. Has a nice caddy there, doesn't he, Josh? Yeah. Nick Saban, you can't believe this. Guess what Nick Saban eats for breakfast every day? A cup of coffee and 2 Little Debbies. You believe that?
Champion.
Breakfast of champions. I love Nick Saban. Ohtani and Acuna, the American League and National League MVPs. It wasn't even close. Right. Philip and Tiffany Rivers. I mentioned Tiffany. She deserves mentioning. Philip and her just had their 10th child. Look how beautiful she is. My goodness, 10 children. Good for them. That's a bunch of love. Steelers, Browns, and the Eagles, Chiefs on Monday night are the only NFL games of note that I know you're going to give a darn about. Unless you're a bettor. NCAA men's basketball. Guess what? UK hosts Stonehill tonight. The Skyhawks. Hope they beat them. NCAA football, there's only 2 games I've targeted for that you're going to care about. Georgia at Tennessee and Washington and Oregon State. Those 2 games could impact what's going on. High school football playoffs, I covered it earlier this week. Good luck to all the teams that are still in it. And in soccer.
Football.
U.S. beat Trinidad Tobago.
Tobago.
3-0. What do you think of that, World News?
It was okay. Disappointing game.
Did you watch it?
Highlights.
Reds projected starting lineup. I don't know who Sal Stewart is. Do you know who he is? He must be some great, prospect down there. But I tell you right now, I love that lineup. James Madison, NCAA. By the way, there's two things on the Reds lineup. Where was Friel and where was Friedel? James Madison, NCAA says, nah, baby, nah. They had to wait because they jumped up to Division I. You have to wait 2 years to be part of the college playoffs. They asked for an exemption because they're 10-0, so they would be eligible for a bowl. And they said no. What a crock. I hate bureaucracies. I hate them. This is the Bulldog. Every dog has their day. Have a great day.